Donald Duck used a showerhead to imitate the sound of rain. Then he banged on a sheet of metal to mimic thunder. His imitation of winter was especially vivid and lifelike. The squirrels inside the house completely believed it. They hurriedly put on thick winter coats and rushed outside to check. But the moment they stepped out, they were drenched in sweat from Donald Duck's blazing sun lamp. The little squirrels quickly took off their coats and turned back toward the house. Yet just as they stepped inside, Donald Duck pulled the same trick again. It turned out that not long ago, Donald Duck, in search of his childhood fun, had decided to build a miniature town. While he was happily planting trees, he suddenly noticed a nearby tree that looked rather unpleasant. Donald Duck decided to dig it up immediately, but he didn't realize that this tree was actually home to two squirrels. He picked up a shovel and moved the whole tree away, then planted a small sapling in its place. When the two squirrels returned home, they froze at the sight of the tiny sapling before them. They even thought they had come to the wrong place. They started arguing back and forth. Their noisy quarrel caught Donald Duck's attention. As soon as he saw them, he drove the squirrels away. From the hillside, the squirrels saw Donald Duck carrying away their home. The squirrel brothers were furious and immediately gave chase. They jumped onto Donald Duck's train and yanked down the brake lever. The train screeched to a halt, throwing Donald Duck straight into the pond. The squirrels quickly moved their tree away, but Donald Duck spotted them. He turned on the water tank and sprayed jets of water, forcing them to scatter in all directions. Fortunately, at the critical moment, the brothers darted into one of the houses in the little town, barely escaping disaster. They hid inside one of the buildings and were astonished by its interior decor. It was far better than their old tree hole. They immediately decided to live there. Meanwhile, Donald Duck, who was still searching for the squirrels, suddenly saw smoke rising from one of the houses. When he discovered them, the two squirrels were sweeping the yard. Donald Duck instantly decided to let them stay. He not only brought them milk, but also covered them with a blanket when they took a nap. Everything seemed warm and peaceful, but it was only the beginning of a prank. Donald Duck started pulling out all sorts of props, making the squirrels inside the house experience spring, summer, autumn, and winter, all within a single minute. The two little squirrels were completely bewildered and decided to step outside to see what was going on, but the heat from Donald Duck's lamp made them sweat all over. The clever older brother saw this, unplugged Donald Duck's power cord, and Donald Duck thought the lamp had broken. The two brothers quickly jumped onto the train to take revenge. The loud engine startled Donald Duck right away. Just as the squirrels were feeling triumphant, they accidentally crashed a hole through their old home. Donald Duck hurried to stop the runaway train, and because of this unexpected accident, the train tracks and the tree hole ended up fitting together perfectly, just the way Donald Duck had imagined for his miniature town. So, in the end, he allowed the squirrels to settle down there as well.